Hello friends! We've been asked to put up some videos about our new Wolf Creek 910 that we just took delivery on yesterday. So I want to show you a couple of things on the inside, and hubby will show you a few things on the outside. This is my first video ever, so hopefully it won't be terrible. Here's our little kitchen. Standard stove. Teeny tiny oven. I have that rack on the very bottom rung. There's no way in the world you'd put anything under the flame to use as a broiler. So you'll have to use the air fryer, which is right up here in that little guy. It's a microwave convection air fryer made by Furrion. Hopefully you can see it. Hold on tight, I'm gonna give you the model number if you want to look it up and see how it works, okay? No model number. But anyway, they give you this. It has a turntable in it for the microwave, and it also has something that's almost like a pizza pan, and then there's an elevated pan to use with the air fryer. So you do get some pieces inside it. You have the standard range for the stove cooktop. There are 3 drawers, little spice rack. Up top in my cabinets, I intend to put coffee and things that I use regularly for cooking. Maybe some spices will go up there, not sure yet. Second one has plates, cups, bowls kind of thing. And third one is gonna have storage bowls and containers. There you see your instrument panel. Hubby will explain that. Sorry. There's the sink. I intend to get a 2-gallon collapsible bowl to put inside there because I don't want to wreck that beautiful sink. Down here, oops, hopefully he can edit that out. Under the sink, it's pretty cool because there's some room there and a little shelf, if you can see that. But useless once you start rolling down the road, because if you can see that, oh come on, there's a big old hole right there that all your stuff could fall down in. So I'm gonna get an over the door holder for that and put my washing soap and stuff, you know, my dish liquid in there. Okay, standard regulation size queen bed. We intend to use packing cubes in these little cabinets on either side because I just think it'll be easier. Pardon the, you know, the mess there. Now on the sides of the bed, there's these little areas here. We both use CPAPs, so we'll use use that space for CPAPs, nightstand, whatever. And I also have a cat that will be sleeping on my side. Another cabinet for us. This is the cabinet that we intend to use for hanging items like my husband's dress shirts and some of my dresses. Circling back around. Sorry if it's too fast. I'm using a teeny tiny camera. It's a little Osmo. Okay, up here, haven't decided what I'm going to do with that yet. We are not going to use a television, so we don't have to have a TV bracketed there and kind of take up space and create a shoulder banger. Under this cabinet right here, there's this marvelous little cubby hole that I intend to use for dirty laundry, so I can sort of stash it away. Okay, what else? Good window, good exhaust fan over the bed. The refrigerator is great. There's my hubby. Hi.
Hello.
Dining room, dinette. Something that I thought was odd, and it actually, embarrassingly, took me a minute to figure out. This right here. I can sit on this side, and my feet will touch the ground. But when I go over there, they don't touch the ground. So what we figured out is the seat cushion on the bottom is actually deeper over there. So if you have shorter legs, you're probably going to be on this side. And if you're curious, this fabric and interior is called Moonstone. Honey, will you open the fridge and freezer? Okay, there they are. You can see what's important. That's the only thing we've got in here. The shelves obviously are adjustable. It looks like I'm super close to this. So anyway, what kind of fridge is this, Kev?
It's a Furrion.
And it's a 9 volt or
12 volt.
12 volt, okay. Those shelves don't really look adjustable, but they are. It just takes, a minute. Okay, and I think the last thing I want to show you is the bathroom. I don't know if you can see that, but that's what's over the door in the Moonstone. It has a wet bath, and my husband is 5'10". He stands up in here and he can see the roof. So look how pretty, even with a dirty skylight. It's pretty. We'll change the shower head out. We will change the shower curtain. There's the sink, so you can get a good view of that, how that works. That's where the toilet paper is. It was actually pretty easy to put the toilet paper on the roll there. It has an exhaust fan there. Light, standard. There is a porcelain toilet, so that feels good. Standard foot kind of flush sort of situation. Underneath, and this is the start of some of the negatives, if you want to even call them that. Now they do have this step to help you get in, but my cat can fit through there, so my husband's going to have to figure out what to do with that hole. There are also drawers under there. There's 2. Then that one in the middle, as you can imagine, it's triangulated. When you open that little cubby, it's not an actual drawer, it's a door, and you fit your oddball stuff in there. And then there's drawers on the other side. There's the little teeny tiny guy on the bottom that you can stick some stuff in. And these drawers are really deep. Kevin, will you pull that one out? So really, really deep. And only a couple of other things we noticed. Like I said, we took delivery on this yesterday. And here's our exit screen door. And when the actual entry door outside is open, the screen door meets at the bottom, but you come all the way up and it's bowed out at the top. So they're going to have to do something to try to straighten that back out, because when the entry door is open, this part right here, it doesn't even, like, the flies could get in. And the other thing we noticed after we got it home was that the latch for the fridge here doesn't want to line up in order to latch when we close it. So you have to pick up on that door a little bit. So we'll be asking them to fix that. And then the only other thing was a teeny tiny bubble in the linoleum. But otherwise, I think I've covered everything. It's comfy, and so far it doesn't seem like we're going to have a bad time fitting everything in here that we want. Oh, it's probably too dark for you to see that. Go ahead. Yeah, there's the over the dinette cabinets. It's got the standard shades. The air conditioner is a little bit louder than we thought it was going to be, but it cools down really nicely, quickly. We got the standard, we got the standard 2 solar panels on the roof, and they seem to be charging really good, making power. And I'm going to turn it over to Kevin now.